Bridge, arms to ceiling, clasp your hands, heels below your knees, chin up. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, we peeling bone by bone. Feel your back off the ground. And then roll back down. So we're just thinking segmentation, articulation of the spine. And trying not to flare the ribs. Trying to send pubic bone as high as possible. And coming down slowly. Couple more. Inhale. Final lift. And roll down. And get your heaviest weight you've got. Okay, we're obviously looking at dumbbells. And we're going to be doing hip extension. So if you've got anything 2s, 3s, 4s, I'm going to be using 2 times 5s, but anything you've got really will be fine. We also will need a couple of blocks for round 2 so we can get feet a little bit higher. So your weights go right where you can find the bony aspect of the pelvis. So weights go on the inside. You can have the weights flat like this on the creases of the hips. If the weights are heavier, you may find it kind of more comfortable going here. You'll need to brace your tummy a little bit. And we try not to put the weights on the actually bony landmarks. We're going to try to go a little bit medially towards the center of the abdomen. Lower belly will be bracing. And we go up. And we hinging. So tailbone drops. There's no more rolling, okay? Heels below the knees. And we go up. And we lower slowly. And we thrust. And then we lower slowly. So location of the weight is key. You don't want to have weight around the belly button. It needs to be on the pelvis. I'm using my hands just to hold them in place. I don't really do any effort with my arms. I don't lift the weights. So pelvis is pushing weights up the ceiling. I like to even keep the dumbbells kind of in a vertical position so they don't lean towards me. I'm keeping them in a vertical position. This way I will feel my glutes more. We lower slowly. And then we lift. We just want a little bit of resistance for those hips and glutes. Squeezing up, slowly down. Thrust up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. Up, slowly down. 3 more, and then we will top up with some pulses. 2, and 1. Hold. The little pulses here for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax your hips on the ground. Take the dumbbells away. And then we're going into threading the needle. Still working on the glutes. Left leg stays on the ground, arms go to ceiling. Find that weight again, single leg bridge. Right leg straight if you can. You're going to send your right leg across the body towards your left. So my right foot is now over my left hip. And then we're going back to neutral, bending right knee, and trying to put the right foot through, thread the needle, and send that right foot over the left thigh. My right hip drops towards the ground. So I'm doing external rotation on the left side of the hip. And then I'm returning back to square position, toes to ceiling. I'm sending only my right leg across to the left. The left side is really stiff still. Return. We're going to thread the needle again. So we need that right hamstring to contract. Your pelvis rotates to the right. Right butt cheek almost touches the ground. My right toe is pointing towards you. I'm returning back to neutral. And the right leg goes across to the left. If you need extra support, arms go down to the mat. And we're going 2 more times. Threading the needle, pelvis rotates. There will be again deeper glute muscles here or deeper hip muscles in the left thigh. And then right leg goes across. Final rep. Threading underneath the left quad. And then return right leg to ceiling. And we come down. And we switch. Left leg long. Single leg bridge. Okay. So now, left leg goes across the body, creating length through the left side or outside of the left leg. Now bring the left leg back to neutral, soften the knee. As I'm threading under my right thigh, left hip drops down towards the ground. I'm twisting from my rib cage or level of the rib cage. Left leg to ceiling, bring the right leg across. Back to neutral. And then thread the needle again. So my right external rotators in the right hip will be really firing. And then square the hips. Left leg cross to the right. Last two. I'm really driving my right foot down into the mat. Last one. Slowly rotating left hip to the floor. Back to square position and relax the pelvis. Pull your knees to chest. Take a little break. Round two. And we're adding the block. Again, this could be repeated with feet on the ground. Blocks make it a little bit more challenging, as we will a little bit more range of motion. Use your weights or not, up to you. Obviously, weights make it a little bit more intense. And definitely have your heels and arches, or heels and balls of the feet on the blocks. Toes can be off the blocks if necessary. Ready? Again, tuck your tailbone under, we push. Drive hips up to ceiling, your knees are over your heels, and we lower the tailbone. I won't touch the ground. Rest, we lower. Find a sweet spot. You don't want to be too far away from the block. You should feel like the buttocks are getting quite a lot of work here. However, you may also feel your hamstring. Slowly down and up and up. So slowly eccentric, so glutes are lengthening, contracting, lengthening, contracting. Perfect. Let's go 10 more singles. Eight. Again, making sure those weights stay in place, right between those upper hip bones. And since weights are not extremely heavy, we will need to go through quite a lot of reps to really get that effort. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1, hold, and we gently pulsing. 15, 14, 13, 12, 9. Drive your heels down. Really think of tucking the tailbone under. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then roll down, bone by bone. Weights away. The weights will be now waiting for the next drill. Big moment, and we're going to singles. We're going to be threading the needle again. 4 rounds on the right, 4 rounds on the left. Stay on the blocks if you can. Right leg to ceiling. Left foot pushing down. And we move. Across the body. Now we've got a little bit more room. See if you can thread underneath. Drop your right hip. Return. And again, your right leg goes across. And then down and under 2. And across. 2 more. spine. And lift, hold, roll yourself down slowly. And we're changing sides. Right foot stays on the block. Left leg up. Off we go. Left leg goes across the body. Soften the left knee. Rotate. Left hip towards the ground. My right side did not change. Oh, my right leg. Knee cap is still pointing sort of up to ceiling. Drive your hips as high as you can. Send the leg over to the right. 2. 1 to preserve that ability of the pelvis to move around the femur. Last one. Lovely. And then left leg returns and we roll down slowly. Pull your knees into chest. 4 kilos, anything like that will work. We want these for our glutes and hamstrings. So I'll splay my toes of my left foot and we'll be hinging. So it's all about a hinge. I'm tilting my pelvis forward, trying to do single leg deadlift. Right toes are on the ground and I'll be thrusting the pelvis forwards. And again, my arms are not doing much. Notice the weight stay below the shoulders. And don't go about halfway and come up. It's not about touching the ground here. It's really about kind of sit back, shoulders are over the knees, and you want to hinge. So sit bone is going to ceiling, and then drive back up. This is sort of first level, which we can load is quite heavy, where the balance is not really an issue. Try not to round your back, okay? It's like back is fused. Hinging. So I like to go like where my leggings end, really. That's roughly, or halfway through the calf. And then drive down. Take a deep breath in. And again, you're trying to go into the hinge motion. Couple more. So that's mostly hamstrings. Now slight change. You're going to actually bend the front knee. So now we're thinking glutes and quads. So my arms are still long. I'm sitting back though, bending the knee. It's like you're about to sit on a chair with your left. Or like you'll want to kneel on the ground. But the split stance is still the same, quite small position. See how low you can go. Maybe you can go kind of almost all the way to the floor, maybe just halfway, like a little movement. There's still hinge in the hip, but we're bending the knee if we want to lengthen the quads too. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lovely, switch sides. Right foot forwards. Small step back with the left foot, heel elevated. And again, I'm bending my knee slightly. Mostly I'm looking at lengthening of the hamstring, so you want to feel this in the back of your thigh. And hip. Square to the wall you're facing. Slow motion down, movement up can be a little bit faster. I like to even think of pushing my toes and heel into the ground as I'm hinging back up or as coming out of the hinge. Let's go 4 more and then we switch. 2. Slowly again, keeping the right knee slightly bent, feeling the pull through the back of the leg. Okay, now we're changing. So now we're bending the front knee. Think of this more like a single leg squat. Knee goes over the toes. And and maybe even going all the way down to the ground. But load your front leg mostly, okay? The back leg is there just to support our balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Awesome, last one. All right, weights away. Ooh, let's go into stretch.